If you know you are about to buy your first car, watch this video. I'm going to save you. Make sure that first of all you click the three dots here to share this video, because many people need to see this. And then you click this plus sign. Now your first car, especially as an upcoming person, young person, is your biggest financial decision. The purpose of this video is to warn you not to be in a hurry to buy this first car, that you buy a car that is low quality. If you buy a low quality car, you are going to regret it every single day you have that car, because that car will keep disappointing you, it will keep breaking down, and it will spoil your dates. When you are going on a date, it will spoil on the way. It will not even look good or presentable. You will always be at the mechanic shop, and it will suck the rest of the money you are going to make for the next year or two. It will be a disappointment and a disgrace. You will always be seen with the bonnet open. You are trying to pour water, pour oil, pour this, and check whether this is happening. The low quality car is not even worth your time at all. Don't do it. If you've gone to the car lot to buy a car and you realize that the money you have is not enough to buy a car that is of good quality, it's okay to go home. Go home and still save for extra months. You will not die. I know that you have a target, you must buy a car this month or next month. By the time you get to the car lot, you don't have enough money to buy a quality car. It's okay to go home, still save for extra month. There is nowhere in the constitution where it says you must drive a car this month or this year, before this year ends. It's better you calm down, remove all that pressure. A bad car might trigger all sorts of expenses. A good example is sometimes when you want to buy a car, they will tell you the AC, air condition will not be working. They'll tell you, don't worry, you just need to fill gas. It's not just gas. So maybe something is really wrong with the whole air conditioning system. There's no how a new car you are buying, the AC is not working. Now, if something is broken in the whole air conditioning system, first off, you will go and spend money. The same day you bought it, you have already started maintenance. You spend money trying to fill the gas. When you now fill the gas, the car will no longer cool. By the next day, by the next morning, when you wake up, the car is not cooling. Now, second expense, you now need to invite an AC man or drive it to where they will put the AC. Then they will now open your car and start losing everything, tracing where the problem is. This is a car you just bought the day before. By the time they finish tracing everything, they will repair and repair and repair. They will tell you to drive it. Some of them don't know work. They're just learning. They're using your car to learn. Now, when you drive it and something is really wrong, it could knock your engine. If your AC is bad, it could knock your engine. Many people don't know there's a direct connection. So you could be driving within the week, your engine has knocked on the way. Your car is overheating, your engine has knocked. This is a car you just bought. Do you know how much is engine? Even half engine. Do you know how much is half engine? You that just bought a car last week, your car is now packed. That time you did not want to wait. You will now wait for months to raise money to buy a new engine. But if you had watched this video, you will hear that you should have waited so that your money will complete to buy a good car. You see how these things are connected? From you going to the mechanic, they are stealing things from your car. Every time you look away, they will use saw. These guys have saws that they will go under your car and cut out your catalyst. Now, when you start your car, it's making louder noise than it should make. If you want to replace your catalyst, that's another expense. You're talking about 100,000, 200,000 naira in today's currency. You don't want to buy a car that is under quality. Secondly, if you want to buy a car, make sure that you Google the car right there. A car is not by looking good outside. When you want to buy your first car, you are thinking of what people will say. You want to impress people. You see, fuck those people. Buy something that will give you peace of mind. So if they show you a car at the car lot, take your phone, type the name of the car, and then on Google and say reliability. Let's say they showed me Mercedes GLK 2015, something like that. I'll type Mercedes GLK 2015 reliability. So that reliability is usually rated from 1 to 5. 5 is the best car possible. 1 is the worst car possible. But actually, any car that is below 4 is actually terrible. If the car is not 4 or 4.5 and they both don't buy it, you hardly ever see 5. I think only Tesla and one rare Toyota brand that I've never even seen in Nigeria is 5. 5 out of 5 reliability. Most cars you'll see is at 4 or 4.5. 4.5 is good. Now, this is how they generally rate the car. It doesn't mean that the one in front of you is not bad. You still have to check that one. Remember I said you should check AC. You go under the car and look. Take your phone flashlight on it and go under the car. Fold your trousers or calm down. You are buying a car. A car is a long-term relationship. So you want to make sure that you pick the right one. You flash to check whether there is rust under. If you are seeing that the underneath of the car is rusted, don't buy it. It means that this car has been packed inside water, or wherever it was packed before they imported it to the country, that place was flooded. All right. Now, if the under the car is rusted, it means a lot of things inside the car are rusted also. So if you buy it, for the next 1 or 2 years, you are changing things. Things will be breaking down, rust. Even though the car is driving the day you bought it, over the next course of weeks, it's breaking down. You are doing expenses. You want to change gear, drive it, drive the car, try and accelerate. If the car is struggling to accelerate, something might be wrong with the gearbox. Gearbox in most cars are just as expensive as the engine itself. The engine is just as expensive as the whole car. Don't be in a hurry to buy your first car. If you know that when you got there and you try to test this car and it doesn't look good, don't buy it. So calm down. Now, a foreign used car is better than a locally used one. It doesn't mean that some of those cars that are driven around the country are not good. Some of them are really good, okay? If you inspect it well and it's good, why not? But if you have the option to buy, to choose, you choose the foreign used one. That foreign used one may be more expensive, but it will give you more peace of mind. Now, as for your first car, make sure you don't buy anything outside Toyota or Honda products, your first car. I'm talking about people that are not rich enough for, but if you have money, I'm talking about 15 million and upwards, you can buy almost any brand that you'll be good. But if your money is around 3 million, 6 million, 8 million ish, stick to Toyota and Honda products. These are Japanese products. You know how Japan builds their car? They build everything to last. Honda owns Acura. So Acura product is just as good as any Honda car because it's a Honda brand. Toyota owns Lexus. The Lexus product is just as good. You need to know that in some countries, some cars are prone to being stolen or being robbed. Cars like Lexus in Nigeria, all those thieves, they like it. They will, before you know it, they have screwed your side mirror out. They will steal your brain box. They will steal your door panels. They love it because it's easier for them to resell. So depending on where you're living, if you know you're not living in a place that is safe, okay, you want to watch how you buy Lexus. So now you need to know, especially foreign imported cars, you need to check the under. Make sure that the car is high enough to negotiate potholes. We're living in a country of potholes. You don't want to buy a car that looks perfectly well. Next day, you are the panebita or mechanic. They are trying to lift your car so that it can negotiate potholes. So I hope this helps someone. Make sure you share it. Then, of course, if you want to gift me, go to the comments. Like you want to type a comment, the icon by the right there, you will see how to send gift.